When there are multiple people involved, there are bound to be conflicts. In virtually all aspects of life within families and friend circles, conflicts either exist or have the tendency to exist. Daily, our emotions are triggered to react negatively to conflicts. To some persons they do, to others they don't. Sigma males are male of the socio-sexual hierarchy of men who are not given to drama. They react differently to conflict. Despite being faced with challenging conflicts, Sigma males never fight. This does not imply that they run away from confrontations. However, they have a way of making their opponents cry for help. Are you curious to know why the Sigma male in your workplace never gets to fight anyone even when he has reasons to? Watch until the very end of this video as we discuss why Sigma males never fight. 1. They are focused on their goals. Sigma males are purpose-driven people who are focused on their goals. They spend the most time taking steps toward their goals than on conflicts. Sigma males focus their attention inwards rather than outwards. They are highly introspective individuals, constantly evaluating their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. They are adept at self-reflection and analyzing their behavior to better understand themselves and their place within the world. Sigma male prefer to avoid social hierarchy and the need for validation and attention, instead focusing on internal strength. Sigma males tend to hustle at their speed until they have obtained the desired result. Their unique mindset sets them apart from others. According to Dennis Waitley, don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on what to do next, and spend your energies on moving forward toward finding the answer. Sigma males do not focus on people's wrongdoings or mistakes to pick up a fight. They rather focus their energy on something more beneficial to thank them. They focus more on answers than mistakes. It's rare for a Sigma male to pick up a fight with someone as they are more concerned about their life aspirations, and they have a better understanding of life than most people. 2. They have self-control. Sigma males don't allow processes who don't care about them to manipulate their minds, feelings, and emotions and control how they think. They don't give people such value. Sigma males control how they react to issues, and they do not allow people's aggression to lead them to taking rash emotional decisions. People can say crap, they can think whatever they want, and Sigma males control how they feel about them. They are careful in emotional moments, not to allow their temper to control their actions, leading to poor choices that they will later regret. Strength is about how you show up. It requires you to choose what energy and action you want to bring to a given situation. Sigma males are strong warriors who choose to control their emotions despite the level of provocation. 3. They set boundaries. Establishing boundaries is good for you and the people around you. When you're clear about your boundaries, people will understand your limits and know what you are and aren't okay with, and they'll adjust their behavior. The people who don't respect your boundaries are the ones you may not want in your life. Sigma males set boundaries that can benefit them and their relationships. With healthy boundaries, they can have a sense of control over their emotional and physical space and time. By learning how to set and maintain boundaries, they develop a positive sense of independence and engage in healthy, positive connections, this way reducing issues from arising. Setting and keeping boundaries can be important for our identity, emotional well-being, relationships, and safety. Healthy boundaries can control feelings, time, interactions, and physical space. However, boundaries don't mean they have to separate themselves from others. Instead, they can mean establishing healthy ways to stay connected while staying true to yourself. Respecting others' boundaries can also help them maintain healthy relationships and support the well-being of those around them. When they establish boundaries, adhere to them, and respectfully communicate them to others, they proactively prevent future conflicts. Instead of letting resentment come to a boiling point, they may be able to avoid it completely by having boundaries in place up front. This helps them never to get into a fight with anyone because they make their boundaries clear and they obey people's own too. Set boundaries and attract your dream woman. Click on the image in the description and learn how to attract your dream woman or win your ex back. 4. They are emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence is a personal attribute that is very useful in easing conflict. People with high emotional intelligence are empathetic to the feelings of others. Our first reaction to any situation is generally emotional. In times of conflict, this emotional reaction can take over and control the process. There is an instinctive fight-or-flight physical response to escalating stress. Our emotional intelligence describes our ability to understand our and others' emotions and recognize those emotions as they surface. The goal is to use that increased awareness to effectively manage our interactions with others, especially in stressful situations. Sigma males have a high level of emotional intelligence, and they employ it a whole lot while dealing with individuals. They understand that emotional intelligence helps have the power to transform the conflict situation into something better. However, unresolved conflict can foster aggression or violence. People with high emotional intelligence are empathetic to the feelings of others. Peter J. Jordan and Ashley C. Troth, authors of Emotional Intelligence and Conflict Resolution, Implications for Human Resource Development, study the connection between emotional intelligence and preferred styles of conflict resolution. The results consistently show that individuals with high emotional intelligence preferred to seek collaborative solutions when confronted with conflict. Dealing with coworkers as human beings with real lives is often ignored in the busy workplace. However, Sigma males deal with them while maintaining appropriate boundaries and have developed skills to effectively combine professionalism with genuine emotions like sensitivity and empathy as they strive for more effective conflict resolution and useful. They make use of their emotional intelligence in conflict to resolve primary-level confrontations and fallout. Moods and emotional triggers frequently set off conflicts. Anger and negative feelings can be initiated quickly when our hot buttons are pressed. While our self-awareness deliberately leads to consciousness and focus on internal feelings, it's our accrued and groomed self-management that handles our reactions and responses. Sigma males never get into fights because they employ their emotional intelligence in their relationships with humans and conflicts. 5. They are logical thinkers. Sigma males are logical thinkers who reason excellently and have a logical approach to conflict. This helps them stay away from a fight. They avoid blaming individuals and they take responsibility for their actions. They use logical thinking rather than emotional reaction. As you learn more about behavioral science, you'll see that people behave in their environment, and more people don't intentionally create conflict. Most of us are doing the best we can at the time. Often, this results in conflict with others. Often in the place of work, Sigma males forget about intent and start considering why they might have a conflict with anyone. When they are in a logical state, their decision-making is more influenced by logic, external factors, and long-term goals. They tend to think about long-term consequences when they make decisions in logical mode, and they tend to act more calmly and be more receptive to intellectual arguments. This makes the logical state the best state to be in for conflict resolution, in most cases. It reduces their likelihood to get too upset during the conversation and increases the likelihood that they are focused on the future and what we can achieve by solving the conflict. Sigma males can handle conflict that tends to lead to fighting through logical thinking. They focus more on what the fight will cost them than their satisfaction from the fight. Doing conflict resolution in a logical state is recommended when the conflict happens in relationships that are more superficial or professional than intimate, or in any conflict where the emotions connected to the conflict are in the categories of frustration, defensiveness, or fear. This helps settle the conflict better and intelligently. A good example of logical thinking in action is the game of chess. Playing chess involves working through a sequence of individual steps that take you closer to victory. Each step is an individual problem to be solved, within the framework of a larger game. Little wonder why Sigma males enjoy chess as one of their best games because it helps them improve on logical thinking. Sigma males never fight because they think of the long-term effect the decision to fight will have on them, and they keep to their standard. 6. They have high standards. Sigma males set high standards for themselves, and they will go to any length to keep them. This makes them have high status in the eyes of others. They have standards for their life, social display, and workout routines. Sigma males do not seek validation from people or societal expectations, or rather self-imposed expectations. However, they have personal standards and habits, and fighting is not one of them. Sigma males are not dramatic people. They hate drama and don't want anything that will draw people's attention to them. According to Woodrow Wilson, there is such a thing as a man being too proud to fight. This explains the way Sigma males react to fights. They will not break their standard to the point of engaging in a physical fight with anyone. They are highly disciplined people who strive to maintain their standards. Learn what Sigma males never tolerate here. See you in the next video.